Warning, cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
This relationship seems to be a little bit more than friendly.
I love this man. I'd do anything for him.
Is this why you couldn't be with me tonight? Did he tell you he had a girlfriend? You could have at least told me, hey, Veronica, it's over with.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
I just can't take the lies.
I know this is upsetting. He met the same young lady.
I have to know the truth.
I knew he was a dog, and I'm gonna get him.
Let's make this happen. Get eyes on the suspect.
Jason, whoa.
Yeah! This is what I think about your music.
You're a whore!
Oh, you gotta tell me!
Man, get the camera out of my face.
Get away from me! I swear to God, I'll jump. That feels like not how this is supposed to work. Just tell me why.
Just remember.
I got it on camera. I'm sorry. I've ruined everything. I'm sorry.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
Welcome. I'm Joey Greco. Thank you for turning on another installment of Cheaters. Please meet Veronica Martinez. Veronica comes to Cheaters with concerns about her boyfriend's claims of providing late-night estimates to potential clients. Ready to dispel her fears, Veronica implores Cheaters to investigate.
Veronica Martinez, age 33. A receptionist worried that her boyfriend gets a little too close to his most valued customers.
When we first got together, he used to come over all the time. Now, I'm lucky if he comes over maybe once or twice a week, if that. It's just whenever he goes out, or basically I have to beg him to come and spend time with me. Or when he goes out with his friends or whoever he's out with, he'll call me 3, 4 o'clock in the morning drunk. I need a place to stay. So I open the door to take care of him. He's been staying late hours at work, and times when I've called him, he's out doing business work till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and our business doesn't stay open that late. I've found condoms in his truck. There's times when he's been in my apartment and women have called him 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and he just tells them he's with a friend. And I question him, why? Why am I just a friend when other women call you? Because you know you're more than that. Well, why can't you tell them? I cook for him, I clean for him. I have him bring his laundry to me to do his laundry. I mean, I don't have to be at work until 10 o'clock. I'm there at 8. Already working to help him. No other woman's gonna do that. No other woman's gonna treat him the way I do. And his mother's even told him, if you leave her, he goes, your other two didn't treat you nowhere near as good as she does. But if it comes down to where it's over with, then it's over with.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters licensed investigators may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Robert Castro, age 37. A drapery specialist suspected of offering secret incentives to his female clientele. Investigation Day 4. Enduring several early morning hours on stakeout, Cheaters operatives dive into action after the suspect drives his truck away from his driveway. Some distance later, the suspect, Robert Castro, emerges from his truck at the home of a client. With his trusty all-purpose ladder in hand, suspect Castro disappears behind closed doors for quite some time. The handyman and an unidentified woman eventually make their way out of the residence and engage in a long chat near the truck's bed. Displaying more than just professional courtesy, suspect Castro appears to be playing it cool around his attractive client. After a long conversation, suspect Castro says goodbye to the attractive lady and promptly departs. Investigation Day 11. Checking on suspect Castro's activities for the day, Cheater's PIs follow the elusive gent moments after he leaves his residence. Following a brief pursuit, Cheater's agents end up at a local restaurant, where suspect Castro plans to meet up with one of his companions. Cheater's operatives ascertain that this companion, whose identity remains withheld, is none other than Robert Castro's client from day one of the surveillance. Once seated, the two carry on a discussion that seems more than just drapery shop talk. Well-versed in offering a cold shoulder, suspect Castro demonstrates his icy nature in this recorded phone call with Veronica.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
What's up?
Nothing. What you doing?
Where are you?
I thought you were coming over last night.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago when I called you around 4 this morning. You didn't go out?
No, I went to sleep. Came over here to get something to wear.
Uh-huh. You saw the bed and it looked better, huh? Because I was up waiting. I'll see you today.
Yep, later.
Call me when you get here.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Ready to pull the curtains on Mr. Castro, Cheater's intelligence summons all field agents back to headquarters for a briefing. Coming up, the confrontation.
With little doubt as to the suspect's deceptive nature, Cheaters brings in Veronica to unveil the evidence. Veronica relies on her inner strength while preparing for the worst.
Veronica, thank you for being here. I know that the last couple of months have been challenging for you because of what you've been going through in your relationship with Robert. And I know that you're a little bit nervous. I want you to know that we're all behind you and that you're not going through this alone.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you ready to take a look at some of the information that our detectives have been able to compile?
Yes.
On this occasion, Veronica, our detective followed Robert. He arrived at a location. You recognize that?
Yeah, I took some ladders over there to him.
Okay. And after some time, he does exit the premises, starts loading his equipment back into the truck, and shortly a young lady comes out. They have a brief conversation. I assume that this is someone that lives at the location that he had an installation. He gets in his truck and he drives off. On this day, Robert was again followed to a restaurant. As he walks in, he's met by the young lady that came out of the residence that we saw on a previous day of investigation. They spend some time out on the patio having dinner, but as he walks her to her vehicle, we can see that this relationship seems to be a little bit more than friendly. I know that this is very difficult because I know you have time invested in this relationship.
Yes. I love this man. I'd do anything for him. But he's hurt me. I said and I wait for him all the time. And this is what I get.
Would you like to find out directly from Robert?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would.
What his plans and intentions were?
Yes, I would.
Okay, come with me. He just met a woman at a restaurant that's on the other side of Dallas. Okay, it is the same woman with the blonde hair that we saw in our surveillance. All right, we're on the other side of town, so it may take us about 15 or 20 to get there. All right, we'll call when we get close. All right, you have us? Good. If we get separated, our destination is Buckner and Garland Road. Casa Linda Plaza. Yeah. All right. And we'll keep you posted. Good. Yeah. We're moving right now. They're still inside.
Okay.
They're sitting at a table that's right by the window in the front. So rather than wait until the restaurant closes, we're gonna go in right now. Okay. Come out my side.
Hi. How
Robert?
are you doing?
All right.
Is this why you couldn't
Joey
be with me
Greco with
tonight?
Cheaters.
Is this why you couldn't come and see me tonight? Hi, I'm Veronica. I'm his girlfriend of 3 years. Did he tell you he had a girlfriend?
Do you have anything to say for yourself, Robert?
Wait. What's going on? I've been dating him for 3 years. Why? Okay, I'm
It's a fair question, don't you think?
Stop it. Stop it. And you've lied to me. You've lied to me. Why, Robert?
You knew it was Indy.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I loved you. And I still love you. And I just want to know why. Why?
I didn't. I mean, you knew how it felt.
Yes, but we've been together 3 years, Robert. 3 years.
Coming up next, the conclusion.
I mean, you knew how it felt.
Yes, but we've been together 3 years, Robert. 3 years.
Come with me? You can film me in the car.
Why? You could have at least told me, hey, Veronica, it's over with. I don't want to be with you no more. I asked you that. It was easier for me to walk away that way instead of me. Yes, I would have walked away. I would have been hurt. I would have been hurt. But at least I would have known the truth. I hear everybody else in the shop talking. The phone call from the teacher's friend.
Yeah. That was just a mistake
And I
on
was
her
just
part.
a friend. Is that what I've always been, is just a friend to you? I've never been your girlfriend? I want to know.
No.
I've never been your girlfriend.
Yeah, let's get her back in the van. Hey, can you take her, Walter, get her back in the van. Get her back in the van. She put you on a pedestal? Because
I told her not to.
No, but listen.
There was no reason for her. I told her to take care of her kids. That was her primary reason to be what she needed to do, is her kids.
Can you see, though, that by you continuing to come around and to call her when it was convenient for you, even though you said,
Okay, wait.
don't get involved with me.
I mean, it wasn't always. There's been numerous times where I had to do other things, but I didn't, because I spent time with her.
All right.
Because I felt
Well,
I needed
here's,
to spend time.
but here, this is what I was going to say is, if you had come to her and really just said, Veronica, I don't want this to continue, she would have at least kept the image of the person that she believed was honest and trustworthy and true, regardless of where the relationship was. Hopefully that there will be a time down the road where the two of you can sit down and I don't know, no, Because this isn't just about getting together.
No, I mean, I don't think that we'll ever get back together.
I hope everything works out. Here we are.
I'm gonna be okay.
It's over.
It's over.
It doesn't matter what he said or didn't say.
Correct.
You were unhappy.
Yes.
And just for that, you had enough
Yes.
to start moving in another direction.
Yes.
Okay?
I can move on with my life now and make better choices and do what I have to do.
After the confrontation, Veronica comes to terms with the humiliation she's endured. Later on in the show, Cheaters reports on how she decides to proceed. But next, Cheaters presents Stephen Bryans, a previous suspect owning up to the responsibility of breaking his fiancée's heart. Stephen confesses his deceitful behavior in hopes of making amends.
Stephen Bryans, age 33. Stephen consents to a discussion with Cheaters concerning his careless handling of his fiancée's feelings.
We were walking out to the car, and all of a sudden, there's lights and cars and people, and it just, I don't know. I mean, it was confusing. It was just crazy. And then when Trisha came out, I realized that something bad was happening.
3 years! My best friend!
Whoa, whoa,
You do this to me! No!
With your best
You had an explanation. Stop it! We just got engaged 2 months ago. You know that. How in the hell could you do this to me?
Do you have a reason why you're doing this to you?
Get over here now!
Trisha, she called off the engagement. I'd like to think that we could still, work that out at some point, and I'm trying. But like I said, I don't know if she's going to be able to in the long run. And I know she's still very hurt.
And you?
I don't know what these people have done to you, but it's not like you're thinking.
You're with my fiancé. I confide in you on everything, and you do this to me? How could you hurt me like this?
You want the whole world to know?
I wanted to try to find out somehow.
Things aren't going very well. I don't know if she's ever going to get to that point where she trusts me. And, and I've called, I've spoken to Denise a couple of times. And I don't know why, I don't think she's interested, I guess, in hanging out with me or talking to me much.
I just can't believe that 2 people that I've cared about so deeply in my life have done this to me. I can't. I'm sorry. I've got to get out of here. I don't want to be around either of you. You can find your stuff tomorrow in a trash bag on the front yard,
don't
baby.
do that, please.
I can't deal with this anymore.
Please.
I can't do this anymore.
You want to run away and not talk about it?
Look, you know what? You.
Stop! What it did to our relationship and her relationship with Denise, boom, just like that, is like all gone. And, I've thought about that a lot. And I'm really ashamed of what I did to her,
Reevaluating her method of decision-making, Veronica Martinez admits that men may have controlled her in the past, but will not in the future. Shocked by Mr. Castro's uncaring attitude during the confrontation, Veronica says she believed that he actually cared about her. Robert Castro says there was a big misunderstanding regarding his relationship with Veronica. Only admitting to being close friends, Mr. Castro states that Veronica has always wanted more from their relationship and couldn't let go of the fact that the two would never be an item. Cheaters producers could not reach Mr. Castro's companion for comments.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.